most states do not have elections this year. There are some very old-fashioned states, including ours, Mark, that are 400 years old, and do what's called off-year elections, where they have elections not just on the years the rest of the country has them, but also on odd number of years, including the highest office in our state, which is the governorship. So we have that, and New Jersey has that, and then New York City also has their mayor. I mentioned that earlier. I think that's a choice of lesser evils in New York. If one candidate's palling around in jihadists, that should be enough for Christians to at least not vote for that person. So I think I've done my job with that one. In New Jersey, the main election is a gubernatorial one between Republican Jack Ciattarelli and the Democrat Mikey Sherrill. I think biblical values there says you have to vote for Jack Ciattarelli if you're in New Jersey, just because he's pro-life, he's pro-family, and New Jersey, at least the biggest issue area that we've worked on there is problems with their education system. So not only is their education pretty much failing kids, they don't have high literacy rates or high academic success rates, but it's also pushing very anti-Christian ideology among the kids, mostly LGBT ideology and a specific affirmation of that ideology, which I think most Christians, as Pastor Steve and I discussed at church a couple weeks ago, Mark, is most Christians are just happy to live and let live. The thing with the devil is he's not. He's coming for you and your kids one way or another. And one of the ways that primarily looks like in today's world is when academic institutions are captured by people who are not Christians. They start pushing unbiblical ideology among children in their very formative years. New Jersey's really dealing with that. Jack Ciattarelli simply says schools should be about learning for kids, not about pushing alternative lifestyles that don't honor God. So I think the choice there is clear.